We started this week the reading of the fourth book of the Torah, the book of Bamidbar. The book of Bamidbar is called also Sefer HaPikudim, the book of counting, because there is a census in the beginning of the book and later towards the end of the book as well. Sefer HaPikudim, which translates in Latin, is called numeri, therefore the English numbers, arithmoi in Greek, and they all, of course, indicate numbers and counting. The beginning of the book says, on the first day of the second month, in the second year following the exodus from the land of Egypt, Adonai spoke to Moshe in the wilderness of Sinai in the tent of meeting, saying, take a census of the whole Israelite company of fighters by the clans of its ancestral houses, listing the names, every male, head by head. You and Aaron shall record them by their groups, from the age of 20 years up, all those in Israel who are able to bear arms. There's a lot of counting in this book. And we too have been counting, besides the Omer, coming now to the final couple of days of the Omer. We've been counting and counting. This week we passed the 600th day since October 7th. We're now at 602. We counted more than 1,200 people who were killed on October 7th. Women, men, children, babies. We counted over 250 hostages taken to the tunnels of Gaza. We counted 197 who've returned, 147 alive, 50 dead. We counted 58 that remain in Gaza, 23 alive, 35 are believed to be dead. We counted 54,000 people who've been killed in Gaza, women, men, including some 15,000 children and babies. We've been counting the number of people who've been displaced, millions of people, the people who have been malnourished. We're now counting the trucks that are coming into Gaza to deliver a trickle of humanitarian aid. We have been counting and counting, in spite of the fact that there's an aversion in the Jewish tradition to count people. Did you know that? The prophet Hosea says, and the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which shall neither be measured nor counted. And this is the foundation for the prohibition in the Jewish tradition to actually count people. There's a belief that counting people is dangerous, that it will unleash a plague. And so we don't count people. You know, in the Torah, in the book of Exodus, when they wanted to take a census of the people, they asked people to bring half a shekel. Each person bring half a shekel. And then they count the total. They know how many people there are. We don't count people. People are not numbers. You know, when we count, in order to know if we have enough people for a minyan of 10, we don't count 1, 2, 3, 4. We count, some people count not 1, not 2, not 3. But some people use a verse that has 10 words. Hoshia et amecha uvarech et nachlatecha. So if there's such an aversion to counting, why did God instruct Moshe to conduct a census and count people? And the Midrash Tanchuma says, because the children of Israel are precious to God, God counts them all the time. We count the people we love. We hold them close. God counted them when they came out of Egypt. God counted them after the events of the golden calf. God counted them here in the beginning of the book of Bamidbar and then at the end again. God counts the people as an expression of love. And God loves all God's creatures. I don't believe that God loves Jews more than others. Israelis more than Palestinians, Russians more than Ukrainians, Americans more than Chinese. God counts all people because God loves all people. on this side and on that side. God counts all people because we're all precious. Alive more than dead. And so I ask, when will this madness end? So that we can stop counting the days, the hostages, the dead, the children, the hungry. When will the madness end? So that God can count the people alive and well whom God loves.